I would like to start with judicial recognition to the topic of this session by the Gujarat High Court. The Gujarat High Court recognized the concept of intellectual capitalism. It sort of appreciated that it can get considerable and significant returns for an IP owner. It said that the IP rights form tangible asset for the owner and that they require protection from piracy and imitation. We also heard and learnt yesterday and this morning that an Indian entrepreneur may not have an exact idea of the value of the IP rights which he possesses. That IP rights are a valuable commodity and the manner in which it can be protected. Similarly, as Mr. Anand highlighted, there could be some skepticism vis-a-vis our system when it comes to international stakeholders. We all know that IP contributes significantly to the business. IP rights can be commoditized, monetized. They are what distinguish a company from others. Yesterday, this was discussed at great length that IP gets with it economic benefits. Not only revenue for IP owners, but also remuneration for authors, inventors, performers, etc. Overall, IP contributes to the economic development of a nation. What is the inference which we can draw from all of this? The inference is that protection is a necessity. Protection can be achieved in two ways. One is by registration, one is by enforcing a right to prevent its erosion. Registration is particularly necessary in case of design right or a patent right, because without a registration you cannot assert your rights. Compare that with the position in trademarks or copyright law. You get a right the moment you create the intellectual property. When we talk about registration, particular care should be taken that whatever you register at the end of the day fetches you rights and you can enforce those rights. Recently, the Delhi High Court questioned validity of certain registered trademarks in infringement suits before it, even though the legislation presumes that a registered trademark is valid for all purposes. What is the objective of enforcing a right? Is it that the IP owner would like to be exclusive? And that is particularly true in the pharmaceutical industry. Every player wants to be the holder of a blockbuster drug and make a lot of money. Is it that the IP owner seeks to stem loss which is being occasioned to it by a certain misuse? Is it that it wishes to adopt a warning tactic? It would like others to stop infringing its IPR. And this is particularly true for the software industry. Overall, the IP owner looks at enhancing its net worth. It would like to add to its bottom line by embarking on the enforcement process.